Hello there, students. Mrs. M here. I just snuck down to my basement because I wanted to make a video for you guys in case you were not able to make it to my open house in my Zoom room the first during this first unit. So I did it in week one and then also in week two on Tuesday during my normal office hours. And so in case you didn't get to come, um, I didn't want you to miss any of this information, and so you can go ahead and watch this video for that information. So thank you for those of you who did come. I hope that we can do this again, and I hope that we can get even more of our class to come and see each other and visit and ask questions. And I think that's just really fun to get together like that. So anyway, if you have any questions after this video, please be sure and let me know. So first of all, welcome. I just wanted to also remind you right now, my office hours are on Tuesdays. Tuesday evenings, I'm in the tutoring room from 8 to 9, and then in my office from 9 to 10. And or I can meet with you anytime. So if you have any questions, something that you want to work out, face to face, or if you need like a phone call or something, just let me know and we can do it either during those office hours or by appointment. That would work just fine. So for reminders, I just wanted to remind you we're still early in the course. And so oops, this is supposed to say unit one, my bad. Unit one ends this coming Sunday night. Okay, I believe it cuts you off at 11 p.m. But hopefully you won't have to worry about that, hopefully. So it is Sunday night is when unit one ends, and then Monday morning, Unit 2 opens. And whoops, sorry, there's another typo. Good thing I'm right here editing it. So Unit 2 opens on Monday. And so just as a reminder, each unit, we have 2 weeks for each unit. And so um, that that explains that, and I'll talk more about that here in just a minute. But just a reminder, I do accept redos and I do accept late work. Okay, so please take advantage of that policy. My redo policy is pretty much like if you turned it in within the time frame that you can qualify up for up to 100%, then the redo can also qualify for up to 100%. So I really am a big fan of mastery learning, and the more we try things, the better we get, and then hopefully we can get to a point where we're doing our very best, and our grades are reflecting that. And anyway, the late work policy, I accept late work for up to 2 units late. Um, so if it's like within a month after it closed, basically, then it can still qualify for up to 100%. But then after that, it can only qualify for up to 50%. Okay, so that's a big difference. So if you have any late work, I would just suggest getting it done as fast as possible. And I also would just suggest that you don't ever have late work. Where we have 2 weeks for each unit, that is more than enough time to get these assignments done. In fact, I would suggest you just try and get them done in that first week, and then you can kind of have a week off and then go back on. That's kind of what I'm suggesting. So the next announcement is about reading your updates and your emails, okay? Though that's the way I communicate with you guys is by posting updates. I post 2 a week, and then I send 1 email a week, possibly 2 if I'm sending out progress reports or if there's other questions or things I need to talk to you about. So please read those. Please have your parents read those, and please let me know if you ever have questions on those too. And then just another plug here for the updates. Once you've read all the way through it, go ahead and like it. So at the bottom, there's like a little thumbs up to like it. And by doing that, then at the very end of the semester, I go back through and see which ones you've liked, and I give you extra credit for doing that. And so I'm hoping that will encourage you guys to really read through those updates. And I think that it'll help you not only to give you extra credit, but throughout the week, I think it'll help you give you tips and tricks on how to succeed. So The last thing is just about making the discussion boards meaningful. Really, I know I've said this before, but discussion boards really are what we make them. So for instance, in our introduction discussion board that we've been doing this past couple weeks, there were many of you who were responding to each other and asking each other questions. That's the stuff I want to see, and I want to see that continue in our future discussion boards as well. Be sure to post early. Be sure to reply to other students in our class with thoughtful responses. You can maybe ask a question with it. You could make a connection to real life. Those types of things that really extends and propels the conversation. And then be sure to respond to those who respond to you. Okay, so there's nothing more weird than somebody says something and you respond to them with a really thoughtful, cool response, and then they don't ever say anything about it or they don't answer your questions. So make sure you're checking that. And that will help us keep our discussion boards meaningful. We do not have discussion boards every unit though, so you'll have to pay attention to that and really, during those units where we have them, really focus on checking in on that as well. And then as always, in this purple down here, send me your questions. If you have any questions or problems, please let me know. If you're struggling, have questions, concerns, I really am here to help. So please fill me in on that. You can email me. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me. Or you can also call or text me, but I may not get back to you immediately unless it's a really emergent situation. Okay, now the course overview, you have access to this in the course. It's in the Start Here folder. But just as a reminder, I wanted to show you each of these units is 2 weeks long. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 weeks. Plus we have this week for oops, nope, sorry. Is it 16 weeks? Yeah, it must be 16. And then we have that finals week, okay? So pay attention to what unit we're on currently and make sure you're getting the assignments done that you need to. And we'll follow this course schedule for the whole semester. All right, now some quick tips for success. Our unit quizzes. Every unit has quizzes. Some of them have several quizzes. And so this is really a kind of like that idea of mastery learning that I was talking about. During those unit quizzes, you have 3 attempts, okay? You can take them 3 times and then the grade book will take that highest grade. So my recommendation for you is to study, hopefully you feel prepared to take the quiz. Make sure you've read through the material and watched all the videos. Take the quiz, pay attention to which ones you got wrong. Go back and review those that you got wrong in the course material, and then take it again. And then if you feel like you need to take it a third time, go back and review and take it a third time. And I think that you'll see that your grade will improve, but also your understanding of the concepts will improve. Even those ones that you're getting right each time, just having to answer that and think about it one more time really just solidifies the knowledge and that information in your brain. And it'll help you make connections and help that information last in there. So take the 3 tries. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully that'll help your grade, but hopefully it'll just help your understanding of the concepts as well. Okay, now unit tests. Each unit has a test as well. Those quizzes will help you prepare for the test. The test, you have 2 attempts. So be sure that you're taking it, and then if there's anything if you want to take it again and improve your score and improve your understanding, go back and review the ones that you got wrong, and then take it again. And then also, just so you know, the final exam, if you have the proctored exam, it will be really similar to the format of the unit tests. And all of these questions that you're getting in these quizzes and tests are going to go in the pool for the final exam. Okay, so that's why it's really important that you guys are trying again and really trying to get this information down. Let's see. So to explain the final exam, as you guys all know, we're in kind of some weird times. COVID has just kind of wrecked everything that we used to do normally. So just so you know, for the final exam, your school is going to tell me whether you're going to take the proctored exam, which means you have to go and schedule it with somebody at your school in maybe a computer lab or a library. somebody's got to be there to type in the password and to kind of keep an eye on you. That's what proctored means. Or some of your schools are opting to not have a proctor. So you can take it whenever you want. You can take it from home. And so some of the schools are going to have you have a proctor test. Some of them are going to have you not have a proctored final exam. So I'll let you know later on in the course which one your school is doing. But I don't want you to fret about that. That's just kind of a heads up about what's to come at the end. And so that we don't, catch you. I don't want to blindside you there at the end. So that's kind of the deal with the final exam. This course is really, it's fast paced, but you have 2 weeks to get assignments done for each unit. So each unit opens on Monday, and then it closes 13 days later on this Sunday, 2 weeks later. So if you have questions or if you're ever in doubt, communicate with me once again. And then the last thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about is about growth mindset. Um, and I want to know if you guys have heard of this. This is something that I really love to learn about and think about, and I love to see it in my students. Okay, if you have growth mindset, it means that you recognize that failure is not the end. It's an opportunity to learn and to try again. And growth mindset means that in your mind, you're saying, I don't understand this yet, or I haven't passed this test yet, or, you know, whatever it is, whatever the challenge is, you may not do it yet. But that word yet is super important because it means that you can. You can get there. And so growth mindset is super duper important to me. Here's 5 questions to help you develop my growth mindset. What did you learn from today's performance? What steps did you take to make you successful today? What are some different strategies you could have used? What did you keep going, or how did you keep going when things got tough? And what can you learn from your opponent today? Okay, so I want you to think about, when have you maintained growth mindset? How did that help you? When have you had a fixed mindset, which is the opposite of growth mindset, meaning you fail and you're done. You don't try again. And then how did that hinder you in that situation? And then the most important one, how can you begin today to improve your mindset? Those are some questions I really, really want you guys to consider, not only in this class, but just in life in general. Life is hard, and you guys have, in this past year alone, you guys have been through a lot. And I think having growth mindset keeps us hopeful for the future. And so I really hope that you guys will work to develop this and that you can encourage your friends to develop this. There's also this video on YouTube. It's just this one real quick. Um, it looks like this. They're like hand drawing it and everything. I would encourage you to watch this. This has almost 2 million views, so it's a really good video, and I watched it several times and I really like it, and I think that it's helpful for you to understand what it is and help you start developing it. And then just this last wrap up thing, I want you guys to know you can do hard things. You already have been doing hard things and you've conquered them, and you can still conquer more things. And then just this quote by Albert Einstein: education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. And so I hope as we're journeying through this course that you won't just, memorize information, but that you'll think about how that information applies to your life or how it might in the future. And then, hopefully that will help you and help you make decisions regarding your health and wellness too. So, anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know. This is going to be an awesome semester. I'm so glad you're here. COVID can't stop us. COVID can't stop our online learning. We're gonna keep on going, forging onwards. So, I'm glad you guys are here. Let me know if you have questions. We're off to an awesome start.